I came to the ocean to unload my morning. I needed to touch earth and be close to water. And I knew the ocean could manage the emotional dump that someone had passed to me and I needed to let go of. I didn't have a lot of time. But that's why I went to the ocean, because the ocean is so powerful. It can handle this sort of a dump, that emotional dump that I just needed to release. Negativity is a very sticky energy, especially for myself. I'm a sensitive person, and negativity just sticks to me, and I have to release it as soon as possible or I'll be in trouble. So, like, negativity or complaining or making empty threats, directing anger, all of this I experienced this morning. And this part of what I do is I listen to people. And I just listen without judgment. And it's a lot, though, for me. That's not all I do for a living, but that's part of what I do. And I try to keep my walls up high to protect myself, but that's difficult. And I try really hard not to take that into my personal life too, because I don't want to have my walls up high with people in my personal life. That's not healthy either. But when I have a morning like today, I then have to find ways to unload the garbage that I've been exposed to. And I will always try to do it as immediately as possible, because I don't want it to sort of soak into me. This sounds very woo-hoo, I know, but I'm a sensitive person, and I just... Anyways, but... So I try to dump the energy as quickly as I can. And for me, I've figured out that earth, like touching earth and water, are the fastest ways for me to release negative energy. And if I can't actually get to a body of water, like an ocean or a lake or something like that, sometimes it can be as simple as washing my hands. I have been known to go home at lunch and take a shower just to wash the energy off my body. Sounds really weird. Sometimes I'll just walk barefoot. Like, I'll go to sand, or I will go to grass, anything where I'm touching earth and not concrete, but I need to touch earth and it needs to be barefoot. Sometimes I will lie in the grass, and that's very helpful. That actually will cleanse my whole body. If I tell my body to let all of the negativity go, let my body just sort of command my body to do that. This is really woo-hoo, people. But I have learned that my self-care has to be intentional and as consistent as possible. So that's why as soon as I get away from a source of negativity, I will seek out a way to sort of release it from my own body. So I don't carry it with me, because I will carry it, I will think about it, I will dwell on it, it will just be stuck to me, sticky, and that's not a good thing at all. It's not a good way to go through life. Okay, I'm going to pause here for a second, because I want you to look at this. These fences are here because the cliffs are very fragile and they are eroding. And this is a pretty cool looking dip in the cliffs where the water has eroded it. Now, they've put the fence around it because people used to jump in there. years ago. And it's really, really dangerous, really, really unsafe. And so for years and years, they've had fencing around it, and they've had to keep expanding the fencing as the hole's gotten bigger. But don't ever jump off cliffs, people. Don't do that. You know, it's not safe. You can find a way to the ocean without jumping off a cliff. It's not that cool. Look at that. That's beautiful though, isn't it? Even just watching it now, I feel a release. So, when I'm in an area like this, like for instance today, when I came down to the cliffs, I couldn't actually touch the water, but I am near the earth. I'm on the earth and I'm near the water. I could smell the ocean. I can hear the ocean. I can feel the ocean. And I tell my body to give the negative energy to the earth and the water. They are sources that are so much bigger than I am and can hold that energy and dissipate the negative energy without any repercussion. Look at how huge that ocean is. It's a protective source. It's there for a reason. There's a reason I'm connected to it. You know, our bodies are like 2/3 water. And I'm an earth sign. I don't have a lot of water in my chart, but I am an earth sign, so I do need to be connected to the earth. Anyways, so that was my crazy morning, and and after going to the cliffs here for about 30 minutes, I was there, maybe. And then I had to go back to work for another 5 hours. So, and it worked because by the time I got back to work, I wasn't feeling that heavy negativity anymore. I was able to release it to the ocean. The ocean took it, and the cliffs took it, the very powerful cliffs that take a heck of a beating from that ocean that just keeps coming and coming and coming. It is beautiful though, isn't it? I don't get tired of it, ever. So if any of this feels familiar to you, you're welcome to stay a while. This space is for noticing the quiet parts of life. And if any of this resonates, I'm glad you're here. Offering you peace, love, and calm. Love ya.